At the edge of the world, where ocean meets stone, begins the story of one of nature's greatest travelers. For millions of years, gulls have thrived across Earth's shores, adapting to an ever-changing planet. Built for endurance, these seabirds spend their lives between the sky and the sea.
Every feather is engineered for survival, providing insulation, lift, and protection from the elements.
By harnessing invisible currents of air, gulls can travel vast distances while conserving energy. Their mastery of flight allows them to explore coastlines, islands, and even the heart of distant continents. Each tide reveals a hidden world of opportunity along the shore.
An opportunistic feeder, the gull's diet changes with the rhythm of its environment.
Speed, timing, and precision are essential tools in the daily search for food. Yet life beside the ocean is never without danger.
Storms have shaped these birds for countless generations, testing their resilience with every passing season.
And this is only the beginning of their extraordinary journey. With the dawn comes another day, in a life governed by wind, water, and instinct. A gull's wingspan, refined by evolution, allows it to remain airborne for hours with minimal effort.
Exceptional vision enables these seabirds to detect movement across vast stretches of land and sea.
Together, they exploit rising air currents that form naturally along the world's coastlines.
Every movement is a lesson in aerodynamics, perfected over millions of years.
As the sea retreats, a hidden landscape emerges beneath their feet.
Their varied diet gives gulls a remarkable advantage in unpredictable environments.
Whether hunting at sea or scavenging ashore, adaptability remains their greatest survival tool.
For younger birds, each day is filled with lessons that cannot be taught, only learned.
Even within the colony, status and territory play an important role.
Beyond the horizon lies a world of opportunity, and countless challenges still to come.
Whether hunting at sea or scavenging ashore, adaptability remains their greatest survival tool.
Harbors provide an abundance of food, transforming coastal towns into thriving ecosystems of their own.
From elevated vantage points, these birds monitor both the ocean and the activity of the shore. Its specialized beak is perfectly suited for a life of varied and opportunistic feeding.
Competition is constant, and every meal represents an opportunity worth defending.
Conflict rarely escalates into injury, with displays often settling disputes before they begin. Intelligence and boldness have allowed many gull species to flourish in a changing world.
Even the anatomy of their feet reflects a life divided between land, water, and air.
Young birds spend years refining the skills necessary for survival, learning through observation and experience.
Their success is measured not by strength alone, but by an extraordinary ability to adapt. Yet beyond these familiar shores, the greatest trials of their lives are still ahead.
Life beside the sea is defined by uncertainty, where calm mornings can give way to violent storms within hours. For seabirds, survival depends on an intimate understanding of the weather.
Specialized feathers help repel water and preserve precious body heat during harsh conditions.
Even the most adaptable birds must sometimes seek refuge from the ocean's fury. Yet retreat is not always possible, and resilience remains their greatest ally. These waters have tested generations of gulls, shaping behaviors passed down through time. But the weather is not the only danger that stalks the coastline.
Speed and cooperation often provide their best defense against aerial predators.
Within the colony, vigilance can mean the difference between life and death. As the skies begin to clear, another lesson of the sea has been learned. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, but for now, the survivors continue their endless journey. With the arrival of spring, the rhythm of life begins to change across the coastline.
For many gull species, this is the season of renewal, a time to secure territory and raise the next generation.
Long-term pair bonds are common among gulls, strengthening with each successful breeding season.
Courtship rituals reinforce partnerships that may endure for many years.
Nest construction is a shared responsibility, requiring patience and cooperation.
Even a simple nest must provide protection from wind, rain, and predators.
Space is limited, and every nesting site is fiercely defended. These disputes are rarely prolonged, conserving energy for the demanding weeks ahead. Each clutch represents the future of a species, shaped by countless generations of survival. Incubation requires unwavering dedication, with both parents sharing the task. Hidden among these windswept shores, a new generation quietly awaits its moment to emerge. Days pass slowly on the island, measured not by time, but by patience.
Turning the eggs regularly ensures that each developing chick receives the warmth it needs.
Parenthood demands constant cooperation, with each adult sharing equally in the responsibilities of care.
After weeks of incubation, the first signs of life begin to appear. Covered in soft down, each chick enters a world both beautiful and unforgiving. In their earliest days, warmth and protection are essential for survival. Within the colony, vigilance can mean the difference between life and death.
For growing chicks, nourishment arrives through one of nature's oldest acts of parental care.
Across the island, thousands of bird families are engaged in the same timeless ritual. Yet danger remains ever present, especially for the youngest and most vulnerable. As darkness falls, another generation rests beneath the watchful eyes of the coast.
Within only a few weeks, the chicks begin to discover the world beyond the safety of the nest.
Though still dependent on their parents, curiosity now becomes one of their strongest instincts.
Unlike the bright feathers of adults, juvenile plumage provides valuable camouflage from predators. Competition begins early, preparing each bird for the challenges of adulthood.
Flight is not inherited at birth. It is a skill earned through countless attempts and failures. Every unsuccessful takeoff is a lesson written into memory.
For the young, the sky remains both an invitation and a mystery.
At last, the first moments of true flight begin to emerge. Across the island, an entire generation is preparing to leave the only home it has ever known. Though their wings now carry them farther each day, their journey has only just begun. Soon, the horizon itself will become their classroom. For the young birds, the time has come to leave the safety of the colony behind. Their first journeys are guided not by maps, but by instinct, refined over countless generations.
Ahead lies a world without boundaries, where survival depends upon adaptability and endurance.
Unlike the bright feathers of adults, juvenile plumage provides valuable camouflage from predators.
Learning to feed independently is among the greatest challenges these birds will face.
With each successful hunt, confidence slowly begins to replace uncertainty.
Though independent, gulls remain social creatures, often finding safety in numbers.
Yet the sea is capable of changing its mood without warning. Even in unfamiliar conditions, instinct helps guide them toward survival. By the end of their first season, many will have traveled farther than they could ever imagine. For these young travelers, every distant shore marks the beginning of another chapter. Across the modern world, gulls have learned to navigate an environment shaped by both nature and humanity.
Their remarkable adaptability has allowed them to survive in landscapes that continue to change.
But the same environments that provide opportunities can also introduce new dangers.
Pollution has become one of the growing challenges faced by many coastal species.
The health of the oceans directly influences the survival of countless seabirds and marine life.
Every creature connected to this ecosystem plays a role in maintaining the balance of life.
Scientists study these birds to understand the changing conditions of coastal environments.
Research helps reveal the hidden journeys and challenges of these remarkable travelers.
Conservation efforts provide safe spaces where wildlife can continue its ancient rhythms.
Protecting the shoreline means protecting the future of countless species that depend on it. The story of the gull is not only a story of survival, but a reminder of our connection to the natural world.
As the ocean continues its endless movement, these guardians of the coast remain a symbol of resilience and adaptation. After countless seasons of survival, the journey of the gull continues across the endless horizon.
A lifetime spent between land and sea has transformed this bird into one of nature's most accomplished travelers.
Every mark, every feather, and every scar tells a story of endurance. Together, these birds represent millions of years of evolution, shaped by the forces of wind, water, and survival. Their daily search for food connects them to the fragile balance of the marine ecosystem. Along the shoreline, they share their world with countless other creatures.
The lessons passed from one generation to the next ensure that the story of these birds continues.
From the first flight of a young chick to the final journey of an experienced traveler, every life follows the rhythm of the sea.
Their presence reminds us that even the most familiar animals hold extraordinary secrets.
When the world grows silent, the ocean continues its ancient song.
The story of the gull is a story of freedom, resilience, and the timeless connection between life and the sea.